And I said, I'm really troubled by how the phrase Christ is King is being used. Look, I agree with the statement, Christ is King. Although it is being used online in a way that is meant to say, screw you, Jew. It is being used in a context very directly to say, I hate Jews, and that's almost an online code word.
What?
Visit freedom from Johnson City.
Well, a big shazam to you people. It's a Monday fun day. We're going to have a blast today. We're going to do the memes. I've got a 2-pack from Michael Henry to end. He's going to win once again. But when you're a winner, you're a winner. We're going to talk about Ted Cruz. He said, what? I saw this last week that Ted Cruz had said that Christ is King is an anti-Semitic remark. And I got a question of the day for y'all. This is the big question is how does that happen? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Ted Cruz says the term Christ is King is anti-Semitic. We're headed now to the Hindustan Times. Non-ironically, it's a pretty solid news source, or at least interesting, worth checking out because they are outside of our legacy media propaganda machine here in the States. This is from the Hindustan Times. These are Hindus writing this. Ted Cruz claims saying Christ is King is anti-Semitic, sparks backlash. Is he Christian? That is wild when a newspaper in India has to ask that question. I don't know. I can only judge a tree by its fruits. Ted Cruz faces backlash after claiming some people use Christ as King online as an anti-Semitic code targeting Jews. Cruz is a Southern Baptist Christian. That is a wild one. And for a Southern Baptist to go in front of a camera with a microphone and publicly saying Christ is King is anything other than truth, capital T. And we're talking, we could go in a lot of different directions here, but I am saying Christ is King, period. And that's it. That's it. That's the end of the conversation. And to add anything onto it, I want to know why. What has happened? Was walking out of church this morning, and our pastor had talked about this a little bit, and I knew I was going to talk about it today, so I was kind of keyed in and thinking about it. And then the parking lot and asked my buddy Wesley, I was like, how does a Southern Baptist say that? How does that even come out of his mouth? And my buddy Wesley said that. I don't know. On what level is Ted Cruz compromised? On what level is I don't know. I don't know how we get to this point. That's my question of the day for all of you people. Incognito Peach says, I say Christ is King, and I don't care what his opinion is. Saying my Savior is my King will not be apologized for. I think it's phenomenal. Preparing today's episode, I went down a wormhole just looking at all the different controversies, and any public politician is going to have controversies. This is from Solid News Source, the Texas Democrats page, and they have a massive, it's a long documented list of all of the stuff that he's done and said, and it's not that great. I'm always looking for the comedy. One of my favorite, if you mention Ted Cruz, I think about this. The time that some knucklehead, I hope it was one of you people, held up at a Ted Cruz event, and Ted Cruz saw it. You can see his face change. Is Ted Cruz the same person as Kevin Malone from The Office? Also, never forget that there is a big movement online that says Ted Cruz is the Zodiac Killer. This is a Wikipedia article. There's an entire article just on that meme. So I'm at this point now, throwing it to y'all. Why would he say that? What is going on with Ted Cruz? I get a little uncomfortable when our elected officials who should be worrying about fixing our government and protecting our borders and getting our veterans off the street, etc., is in media talking about the blood of Christ. I'm like, dude, stay in your lane. You are a Ivy League lawyer who's been elected to hopefully fix things, and you're moving into doctrine. I'm not okay with it. My favorite comment that came in all these threads over on X, Retard Finder, yep, the great one, says, if you were on the fence about Ted being retarded before, there is now no question. Ted Cruz.
You're a retard.
Comment comes in from one of you people. This guy says, wouldn't mind getting a hidden hybrid holster. Let me know when they start making them light compatible. Hey, dude, they make them light compatible. I've never talked about this before. So when you jump over there on their website, hiddenhybridholsters.com, you're going to pick out your Kydex color, pick out whether you want a claw or not. I wear a claw. Pick out left hand or right hand. Then you choose your belt clip size. And then the good part, do you have a light or a laser combo? And they got a drop down menu there, and you select what you want, and then you can do a slide mounted object. The possibilities are borderline endless. It's Hidden Hybrid Holsters. Tell them that I sent you when you get there, hiddenhybridholsters.com. Yo, people, thanks for every thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. Get yourself subscribed. That would be a big help to me. Get yourself subscribed. How about we do the memes? Are you ready? Next. I saw my wife slightly drunk yelling at the TV, "Don't go in there. Don't go in the church, you moron." She is watching our wedding video again.
What?
All weekend long, there was the No Kings protest going on. This meme popped up. Why are all those people protesting me? King of rock and roll. Next, I don't have red flags. I have fun facts. You want to hear fun facts? Next. Michael Henry says, what we voted for, mean tweets and cheap gas. What we got, love letters to Mark Levin and $4 per gallon. Other comment comes in from Tony. He leaves a tip. Thanks, brother. And he says, thanks. Hey, thank you.
Thank you, big brother.
When you text her to calm down, lady, calm down, and then you spend 15 minutes staring at bleep, 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 she's typing bleep, 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 bleep. No matter what comes through the gate, you will stand your ground. Be careful out there, fellas. Be careful. Don't tell her to calm down. Next, Uncle Vlad says, deportations take too long. Hear me out. Should we hear out Uncle Vlad?
I'll allow it.
All right, next. Poor Tiger Woods. Somebody took his mugshot and made him the Tiger King. That's funny. Next. The Babylon Bee says, black half of Tiger Woods tased after Asian half crashes car. I'm leaving that alone. It's funny, although I do have Tracy Morgan going, nope, don't touch it, don't touch it. Comment comes in from Jess. Hey, Johnny B, my husband turned 40 this month, wondering if you could give Travis a birthday shout out. He likes the American Shotgun Guy. Sure. Happy birthday, Travis.
Get some.
All right, next. My favorite rivalry, speech to text versus a Southern accent. This is my life. I deal with this every day. I love this. Hey, honey, can you grab me a chicken biscuit on your way home? I sure can. I sure can. Siri hates my accent, hates my accent. And speaking of hate, next, the stakes have never been higher.
Boo.
I was out walking the dogs today and someone asked me if they were Jack Russells. I replied, no, they're mine. I just super glued my finger to my thumb. I'll be okay for a while.
Boo!
My friend is making a lot of easy money by taking pictures of salmon dressed in human clothes. It's like shooting fish in apparel.
Oh, it's so funny, I forgot to laugh.
I'm not singing all of these. You can pause right there and do it for yourself. This is so dumb. Or should I say done? How many duns you say? Law and Order. Dun, dun. Mario Underground. Do. Kind of funny, but you people. There are so many marvelous statues in Greece, but a lot of people take them for granted.
Boo!
We'll be back to more booze on Wednesday. You people. Next, me. Hey, France, what you doing? France, maintenance de routine, boss grave. I don't know how to say grave, but it kind of looks like maintenance de routine. Yeah, if only. Next, these gas prices are probably the reason the armies in Revelation are riding on horses. And now a 2-pack from Michael Henry to get you out of here, the penultimate. Next, I wanted the Somalis deported before I even knew about the fraud. Don't forget to let me know what your favorite one is. I'll see y'all tomorrow on Tinfoil Tuesday. Holy smokes, I ain't saying this last one, I'm not. But winner today, Michael Henry, once again. Next, the Strait of Drama. Let me go.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Spicy freedom from Johnson City. Spicy freedom from Johnson City. Spicy freedom from Johnson.
This gun fits my hand better than this one does.
Diabetes.